Yo, what is up everybody? It is me, Aljific here, back with another awesome Minecraft video, and today in this video is not your ordinary, as well, I'm actually doing my first ever live stream on my survival world, and in the stream I talk in depth of basically the whole timeline of where this world has been. And it's really good, and I'll make a part 2 if I have to, with the others having their voice, so that you don't just hear it from me, because this goes very in depth, like I said, of where the world has been. And originally I was gonna post a lot of videos on this world, as I've made a video before on it, but I never really had the videos to send out to you guys because I could never finish them in time. They were always so long and it was very time consuming. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Please check out my Twitch. It will be down in the description below. I will be streaming way more often, and I will be reposting the moments that I think should be on YouTube. Anyways, that's it from me, and I hope you enjoy. But yeah, I guess I could do like a little what is it? A little tour of this world and tell you about it, because there's a long story about it. Yeah. No one on my Twitch knows anything of who I am or what this is, and so I guess I can explain all of that all in this stream, to be honest, before like it gets crazy. I'm sure I'll continue doing this more often if and when I want to start doing this all over again. So guess that's what we'll do. Alright, let me just make sure everything's all good. Nice house, thank you. Yeah. This house actually, if you haven't noticed, it's like, it's not, how do I explain it? It isn't completely 100% made. Like, it's been griefed, obviously. Like this right here, this could be finished, because this is not finished. I think I've had maybe 4 creepers blown up here or something. There's a lot of amounts of times I've had explosions around here. There's always a creeper right here usually, and I used to have a llama right here. I don't know what happened to him. There used to be a llama there. I can see if my parrot's alive. I used to have a parrot that would be right here. Doesn't seem like he's there anymore, so yeah, I guess my parrot's dead. There's just so much that's happened, and I haven't been on this world in a hot minute. I'll just say that. Let's take a tour around this place, because yeah. Okay, so first off, my house. This has always been right here. This house has never changed. This started, okay, let me go way back to, let's say I think 2 years ago. 2 years now. I don't remember, I don't recall if it was during summer or before or after. It's somewhere years ago, or it felt like multiple years ago, but it's only been 2 or 1.5 or something like that. But we're just gonna say 3 years ago, I was playing Minecraft as an ordinary kid would, and I had, I think, 3 survival worlds made. All those 3 were corrupted, just from like just because of like outages, or just because I didn't quit the world right. They all corrupted on their own because of something stupid. And I could never recover those worlds at all. I actually need to go get food, but yeah, so those worlds got corrupted. We're in this world now. We spawn in a village. I will take myself to the village to show you guys what that looked like. If I can find some food. Here we go. I forgot to play my own world. Jeez. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep because it's gonna turn nighttime. Alright, so now we spawned in a village, right? A village kind of far from where I am right now. Not totally far, but far enough, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and go towards this way, as you can kind of see it. I think that's it right there, actually. Now, my first house was not over here. I actually didn't live anywhere for a very while. I just X stuff looked weird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, to explain that. We did this as a meme. It's a funny meme. I did this as a, I don't know if I did this just cuz or if it was an April Fool's thing. I don't think it was April Fool's. This was, yeah, cuz April Fool's was like way later. So I did this on my own time, but as you can see, it's the legit way to make the different stuff, and it looks exactly what it looks like when you craft it. And I gotta love the shovel. It's great. Anyway, moving on. That's just a pack I have just to have my friends struggle in Minecraft. So this is the village. Now this village right here, it's pretty old. It's gone through a lot. It's gone through what are they called? The little fights. I can't remember right now. But I'll just say this is basically the first base ever made in this world, and I didn't make this. I did not do anything with this. This was my friend doesn't care if I say his name, so I'll say it right here. His name's Jose. He made all of this, and sadly he doesn't play the game anymore, which we'll talk about later once I move on to the other thing. Yes, raids. We did a lot of raids. Thank you. We did, I think, I want to say we did 3 raids in total, but I'm not sure. We did a few raids in this village. But yeah, all of this, oh dang, all of this was like freaking it used to be full of things, like full of chests. I remember over here was an enchantment room. I don't know if it was right here. He had a little plant room right here. I gotta say, this man did not play Minecraft, didn't know too much of Minecraft, and did not like Minecraft. He we'll get to the reason why he quit later, but he did not like Minecraft at all. And for the longest time I tried getting him to like Minecraft, and he was scared of it. He did not like the gameplay. And yeah, we used to have a snow golem right here. It was an infinite source of snowballs, which I don't know if he just killed him off or whatever he did, but yeah, it's just everything's it's so bizarre looking at all of this, because this whole village was lively back then, right? And I used to just like cruise around here, chop trees down, do whatever Jose wanted me to do for him at the time to get his base going. All of these holes right here, I'm sure were because of creepers or something of that sort, but I can't tell you at all. I don't know exactly what happened here. I don't know if this was naturally generated like this, or TNT was gone off here, or any of that. So This all here is new to me. I don't know anything about this. I'm sure if Jose was here, he could definitely tell you anything about this, whatever he was doing at the time. Here is the enchantment room. Okay, wait, no, this is not the enchantment room. This is actually a new room where we compile all of our villagers into one spot so we can trade them all in one area, which is very nice. This is where we get our mending books, I think. I think there's a guy that sells... Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So, that's pretty nice. All these other villagers are obviously from up there, which I don't know how Jose put these guys down here. But, yeah, I don't know. That's... We have a little village pile right there. Let's see. Where was I? Anyways, long story short, we had this base for maybe like 3 months, or like we were all here in this one spot for 3 months. I gotta say, it was me, Jose, 2 other friends, and that was it. So it was 4 of us in total at the time that this world was made. We were all excited, obviously, for a new journey, because the other 3 worlds were not very consistent, and it just like made it go downhill pretty fast. It was only me and maybe 1 or 2 others, but yeah, when we started, there's 4 of us in this world, which will grow later on in the story. So yes, we're here, and yeah, we did a lot of things. We did not go to the jungle. That was later then, so none of that was here. None of these were here. It was purely flatland village. And yeah, so now you're probably wondering what I did after the 3 months, after 2 or 3 months. Well, if I take out my map, so you can see the little white arrow. If I move towards this way, this is where basically I found home. This is exactly what I did. I just remember going straight forward towards those hills over there, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go over here because I love the orange wood biome, which is it acacia? Yeah, the acacia biome, and I liked how the grass looked, and I liked just the biome. So that's how I got over here. I just remembered like how almost breathtaking it was, because I had gone through so much of these worlds, and I wanted this one to just always be here, because if I didn't have one world, then I was completely bored. I didn't have any other games to play really, so this was a new start to a journey. And yeah, I did mark this area. Now, all of this was not flat. This used to have like a little weird hill thing. I remember this was not all grass. This used to be all stone, and only recently I just placed down this stone thing. I want to actually put more of the stone things around as a little structure feature to this area. But yeah, so long story short, we're here, and I remember I did not get terracotta until later, till like super later, because yeesh, it's too hard to come by. So I only had planks. Now I remember having like a little double tower thing going, or one huge tower thing, and it was not good looking to look at, but it was a start, which was better off than nothing, to be honest. So just imagine a big orange block basically as a home. So you don't play with your friends now? It's from time to time. We've kind of moved on. I think it was me that made them move on, because I had to be on the world all the time for them to get on, because this is not a realms or a server of any kind. This is just one world, and I'd always have to get on every time they wanted to, and I didn't have the time, they didn't have the time when I was on, and it's kind of how it was. So for the most part, it was only on the weekends that we played, which if I wanted to, I could probably go ahead and add them on Discord or something or whatever, and you know, invite them. They would totally be down for this, because this world is not done. We have not even fought the Ender Dragon yet, surprisingly enough, and we've had this world for so long that we're not even done with it. We always stopped to do other things. Like, you see that house all the way over there? That's not even a house. That's a mansion that it's a mansion project that I'm working on in the desert. And then my other friend, who is probably the most the most put together person ever, has also started a mansion over there. As you can see, it's that little blackened netherite, or not netherite, netherish looking building. Oh, it's all of that actually. But then he also has like this big plant area. Anyways, we'll get into that like later. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, it's just a part of growing up from things sometimes. Like, we move on. It's like playing Call of Duty, for example, like, I don't know, say like Modern Warfare or something, like, you know, something classic, or Little Big Planet, or Halo, you know, stuff like that. People move on from that type of stuff for a little bit. I mean, it's not to say they didn't like or they disliked it or something. It's just that it's just growing up. You move on, and things change, time consuming and whatnot. I mean, for a lot of people actually, it is very sad. It's something they have in the back of their minds, you know. They just like, they think of those types of things to feel some type of way, I guess, and to almost be emotional. And that's kind of what gets them into that, not depression, but very calming, sad, like a hopeful feeling almost. I don't know, I can't find the word for that, but that's kind of how I was when I started this world. This world was only it was a hobby. At least to say it was a hobby. I actually I am pretty proud of this world. I always wanted to record on this world. I just never did, because I had to learn how to edit. I sucked at it. I'm a little better at it now, but I still don't post videos about it on YouTube or anything, and I'm just now doing a Twitch stream, which is right now. And I almost sound dumb for it, but this is like the first Minecraft stream of this world, even though I have played other worlds. I played other worlds on stream before, and they weren't mine either. They were just random people, not the friends that I play with on this world. So, but anyways, I have a block of orange wood that I live in. That's not built or anything yet. That's not even a forest there. Back here is a big mountain, flat land right here, almost, with little hills. This right here does not have a staircase. This doesn't exist yet. Whatever this is right here, this little second house thing, that house is not there, whatever that is. This mountain right here, this doesn't exist, because I did not go to the nether yet till later. I didn't have a plant source. I might have later then had this carrot farm, but it was much smaller than this. So yeah. Moving on, I had a friend who was doing some type of mountain thing, which ended up looking like that, but of course it wasn't completely built till like super later, because I wasn't always on. That was a new friend that had come on, so we could say this person had came on like, I don't know, 6 months after the world was made, right? I do remember making this bridge. This was actually one of the first things I made before actually making my own house, funny enough. So I had made a bridge because I was like, hey, we're gonna flatten out this area because not all of this was flattened. I want to say there were like, I think there was a bigger mountain here actually. Where that fountain was a mountain, like a whole mountain. It was super huge, and we were just like, hey, let's just cut it down. Let's cut down this whole area because it was blocking off our view of our buildings that we're making. Well, at the time was just that one and then that one over there. The third person, not Jose. Jose's still living in the village. This person over here is building his house. I'm over here building my house. Now you're probably wondering where the fourth person was. Well, if you kind of go down to the middle of south, where the water is, there's like this little desert island. It's kind of hard, but I don't know if you can see my mouse. You probably can't. No, you can't. But there's like a little island there. You can kind of see like a grayish pixel thing there. That's where he lives. He lives like right in the ocean, on an island, somewhere over there. I'll go towards there actually in a little bit. But we never had like a really good transportation of getting there till very later. But we did try to get that to work. Now, all right. So let's go ahead and go to my friend's house to check out what he had at the time. So he obviously did not have this huge mansion thing that he's working on right now, which freaking gotta say looks pretty epic. He did not have whatever this is. He didn't have a pathway. He didn't have a huge farm. He did have like, I think he was in the moment of getting into farms. So we'll just say that. This building did not exist. That building didn't exist till maybe in the middle between 3 and 6 months. So somewhere right there. This building didn't exist. Actually, he had changed this up recently. Before this mansion was made. You see where this is right here right now? Imagine like a little 3-story house thing that just wrapped around like an L. That's what he had. It wasn't 3-story in this in my story, but it was a building that was just made of orange. So yeah, we had to live off of what we had. Oh yeah, this place does look dope. He has a, I mean, like here, I can just looking at his farm is very, what do you say? It's very, maybe motivating and cool. It's inspiring. That's what it is. It's very inspiring to look at. So, he has a bee farm. Okay, actually, here's the pathway. So his pathway's still here, which is really cool. So his doorway was right here. So imagine a doorway right there, and it went to his, like, his kitchen he had right there. So here's the pathway. He had bees. Great stuff. I'm gonna take this map off. Let me clean up this. There we go. So there we go. We have his bees because we're waiting for the 1.17 update to come around on the Bedrock edition, so that we can do more of that. He was also saving up his rabbit farm so we can have backpacks. Anyways, besides the point, we don't have cocoa beans during this timeline. We do have these bushes around because there was just so many. I don't know which way it was, but we do have these. I did not have nether warts. We do have we don't have that. I was gonna say we have sugar cane. There it is. We do have pumpkins, not this much obviously. Watermelons we did not have for a little while. We did have wheat, which, as you can see, his plant farm is insane right now, but before then it was very poor looking, which, hey, we had to start somewhere. We had to start from scratch. So we did have some carrots, thankfully. This building did not exist, whatever. I think this is a storage room or something. That dinosaur right there does not exist right now. This tower right here, right here on this mountain does not exist. Blah blah blah. Now let's move on to the third guy that went south. Now he had his own project. He lived on his own island where there were barely enough resources for him to live on. Except that island was connected with another island that just was a complete huge world of his own that he owned. So for transportation, we decide that, hey, we need to use a nether portal, or we need a nether portal to get to each other, because we know that nether portals can get to places faster, as you can see on my map. We are going to the south area to where he is. So we did not have this mine track during this time, but we did have a cobblestone trail. And we are here. Yep. This is it. This is his portal. And boom, here we are. Now, this place has had some changes for a little bit. This did not really change that much. This right here, however, did change. I don't know why, but he did take out his enchantment table right here that he used to have. So that used to be an enchantment room. He did have this bridge because he wanted to copy kind of similar to my style, I think. Except he had his like own lamps and redstone blocks, which is very nice. And now, this is his island that he lives on. Now, he had this big tower thing that he was working on, and now he had some changes too, just like Jose. He he liked the game, but I think there was a war in between. After a year of playing this game, we had a war, kind of like a little fight with just like griefing and whatnot, you know, just for funs. We just did that, but we made, I didn't make it. Another friend who joins later, I'm not gonna say his name, but another friend who took over this island did decide to make this a little more properly finished. He did not have this roof, but he wanted to make it abandoned to where it looked like he did work on it, it just looks absolutely amazing. Seriously. When you use another portal as transportation, you know you're fancy. Hey man, he lived where I am right now, and we live on the top right. Then we had a friend in the middle of that in a village. It's just too far. He likes having distance between everyone, so that's why he wanted to live here. And we had to make a better transportation at the time. But anyway. As we move on, this right here was in fact made. It was not as deep as I recall. I don't think it went to bedrock, but I mean obviously it does now. But he did have this redstone contraption made. I don't know exactly what it's for, not even now. If he was on this stream, he would tell me. I think it's a infinite cobblestone source, maybe. I don't really know. So if you look at this, I mean, and you know, then you know, but I can't tell you what it is because I don't even know. Anyways, this is a big mine. Another thing that he was famous for during this time was his farm. His farm, it does not exist. It is something that was abandoned long ago, but at the time he actually had the best farm, better than the one you saw earlier. But oh hey, I guess this farm does kind of exist, except it used to be more fuller, I guess you could say. It even had a second floor of farm right here. Did we pass it? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I remember this being made in the process. He also had nether warts over there. So yeah, we during this time we do have access to the nether, so yeah, we did have nether warts. I just remember having him having a lot of wheat. So no idea, my brain cells cannot comprehend redstone. Yeah, redstone is it's its own type of problems and whatnot. I was also very good at making little banners for everyone, so I made him a Pokeball and a little mountain with a sunset because that is what he wanted. But yeah, this right here did exist over here. Well, not this little hole that he made, but this area right here. So he was actually one of the first people to be closest to getting a turtle farm, which we still don't have a turtle farm, but he does have one turtle. So you can see, I mean, it's pretty dope. Yeah, it sucks that he doesn't have a second turtle, but that's okay. As we look around, he did have this little cool design, I guess, or a little farm with the sugar cane. I don't remember this being here, but it's here now, so don't know. This was here. This whole building right here was here. It wasn't as compact that it is like it is right now, because my other friend that had joined, who took over his island, lives here, which was not here, obviously. It was just imagine this whole room empty, basically, because it was not how it is like it is right now. Alright, so moving on. This doesn't exist yet, but he is popular for his mine, his redstone contraption, and his farm. And this big tower, which he had this weird furnace wall thing. I thought it was a whole bunch of furnaces, but he had this like design here, and yeah. So he was cool. He had a project of having a castle like thing, like a tower castle. I don't know. So I mean, it was cool. This was not here. This is my other friend who is currently working on the project. If I get on the world and tell him to work on it. Now we're gonna go back and let's see. From there, my friend got into the guy with the big farm. Oh my gosh! Hold on a second here. Okay. The friend that has the big farm right now was very into traveling and venturing off into new worlds, which he got us a lot of resources for many things, and even our maps too. He even gave us our maps. Well, we'll talk about this tunnel later, because that's gonna be a pretty long story, which I actually have recordings of. I might be able to just show you guys if the files aren't corrupted. And our nether portal is broken right now, so that's nice. We'll skip a little bit of the timeline because we need a story off of this. So this is our dinosaur. We have one person who is very into dinosaurs, and we are not gonna show off what this is right here because this is inappropriate. We do have our own way of getting up this dinosaur. Our elevator, which our elevators does come in handy later on. We copied that elevator for another thing. So this is the dinosaur. So the friend that took over the island over there that we just looked at has a sister, and his sister is very into dinosaurs. As you can see, has a very big dinosaur house. So there's not much to say from that. She just likes dinosaurs, and that's why there's a dinosaur. Now from that, let's see. Well, I decided to start a project of my own that I already have told you at the beginning, which was my mansion. I was the first person to start this mansion, and during this time a new friend has came around to attend our survival world. So that makes how many? There's me, guy with the big farm right now, the other dude with his island that was taken over by that other guy, and then his sister, Her friend too, that she had at the time, had joined, which I did not talk about. I don't want to talk about it because of toxicity at the time, or after math, I guess. But I guess there's 6 people right now. Oh, and the guy at the village, Jose. So that's 7 people. That is 7 people in the world. It's crazy. So, now I have my mansion project, which I am still currently working on, that will never be finished, I feel like. But well, we'll talk about this. Let me see. Okay, I do have a bed. Let me just move to my bed real quick. Hopefully I can sleep. Nice. Oh. Okay. You almost forgetting Jose. Yeah, well, it's just because he doesn't ever play anymore. Like, he doesn't even want to think about getting on the world, or doesn't want to even hear me saying to get on the world. Just earlier I asked if he wanted to play, but he didn't want to play. So that sucks. But it is what it is. So in my project, this actually started off with a temple, a desert temple. Yeah, there was a desert temple right here, which is still intact, sort of. At least the room is, because I wanted it to be a part of the mansion project. So this is the temple. It's obviously not supposed to have this right here. I guess someone fell. But yeah, this used to have a temple. I remember there being a huge amount of sand. As you can see, there is so much sand here. Just imagine just full, like, at least 10 blocks height of sand. At least. There was a lot of sand. It was not flat like it is right here. So yeah, from here I decided to start digging around, and I think I started off with the temple because it was a big pyramid, so I just had to like take that off, or a pyramid with the towers. So I took that off, took its blocks. Then I started this wall right here, which is the mansion's gate. Now, at the time, I didn't ever think of it being a project to start on. I thought it was just cool to start something here, because I didn't think it was going to be a project of any kind. So, from here, it is just a big gate. I just remember making this and just feeling so accomplished after making it. I don't know if the corners are finished or not. I do remember giving up at that point because the corners were just so hard to mimic on both sides, but on like opposite ways. And so I just I gave up on this project for so long. So only recently did I start moving on from that and just started a building, grass, fountain, so that it looked more like a proper project. So, after that, now we know I gave up on it. What was I doing? Well, I finished off my house. I decided to go and get terracotta. I decided to go and go mining for quartz in the nether. And you get the house that you see today, which has never changed other than the new project that the whole world has started. Well, I guess. Also, new friend right here. Did I say? Is that 8 friends or 7 friends? I don't know if I counted him or not. There's another guy here who is basically the owner of this mansion. I made him the owner of the mansion, which he is down for. Or he's not completely the owner. He's like the council or something of the. Or I don't know how to explain it. He's like the second owner, I guess, co-owner of the mansion, you could say. And he makes sure, he's the guy who makes sure that you follow the rules of the world, which is very, very cool. Long story short, the guy with the plants had destroyed the book of rules, which yeah, it was a lot of rules. I think it was like 50 rules or something. And he fell into lava and in the nether, and yeah, man was not happy. So now I have finished my house. Now the next project you're probably thinking of is like, well, what other project can you have? Also, plant's made now. He has a big, super big plant area now. Yeah, this is not made yet. This was started actually. I can come up here because there's another whole world over here. So there used to be a big house right here. Now you're probably wondering, well, where's the house? Because that's not a house. Well, to tell you the truth, it was a close friend of mine, and things went down. And yeah, you could probably put the story together. I took down the house to start my own project, which is another recent project, which I won't talk about now, but yes, that is there. But we'll say there's a house here and a little farm over there on the other side. I did help with making that house too, so that was a mini project I did with that person. I made this house, and then that house is made because my little cousin decided to get on the world, so that's nice to see a little house. What else is here? This is made. This is completely made right here, which is very, very nice. Tree is not there. I made that tree. That tree is not there yet. Fountain was not there after the guy who left the island had left. The guy who originated in the island down south, he was not there. So let's see, after that this did not exist, which we will talk about. Don't remember what that is. It's just a big dirt block there. Now we got our friend Jose. Jose over here moved to what I had going, which is my little underwater base. So this is our conduit that I made, and down here is a little area, you know, a little nice area to chill. Now this has this is the start of another era. Where's my bow? There we go. So this is a whole new era. Now this is the start of our war. Kind of. This is before the war, actually. Now we already knew Jose did not. Wait, you got a disc? I could add you. You could add me through the Microsoft thing or whatever, if you wanted to. Oh, Discord. Oh crap, I was thinking, okay, I'm a boomer. No, yeah, I have a Discord. We could totally like chill. I am a boomer. Alright, so if we go down here. Oh my god, don't just ignore what I said. This was actually a really cool accomplishment because I've never made an underwater base before, and it was my first time. Jose decided to move here because of, like, I told him he could move here, and he was down for it because it was just a better base to live in, and it was also closer to us, or well, to me and the guy with the big farm. So let's see. After that, after he moved in, he played for a little bit, and this was around the time he started getting less and more less on the world. And well, let's just say he basically quit. He quit around the time he got to the Nether, after that he just could not play anymore. He was scared of the game. I don't know why he's scared. I can't tell you why at all, because I don't even know. But yeah, this is just like empty now, right? All his chest is there. It's not destroyed yet, but this is here, and just empty with his chest and his named axe, I think it's an axe, if I remember. It was like RIP or R.I.P. Jose or whatever. It was like his little grave thing I made for him. But yeah. So let's see. Now he's done. This is empty with his chest. Now let's skip a little bit to where I had my tree made. We'll go with that, because wait, no, I didn't have my tree made. Let's skip to where this island, or not island, this mountain was being destroyed, right? During this time, Jose made it official that he quit, and well, the guy down south came over here to steal his stuff, and so did the guy over here where he lives over here. Decided to go over here and take his stuff as well. It was like it was funny to watch. I didn't steal anything. He had nothing I was really interested in anyway, but yeah, his stuff is taken, so now he's like there's completely no way he can be a part of the world unless he started from ground. So yeah. Let's see. Let's say this tower right here. I don't actually remember this. The guy who lives here had the tallest tower. I think it's even taller than that right there. Even that one's on the mountain, but I think that one reaches all the way to the very top of the world, to the limit. It used to be a big tower, and you could just go up there and have a view of the world. So yeah, that was like our pinpoints of this world, I guess. Almost like a lighthouse. What was after that? After his stuff was taken, we had a new project of making the server fountain. The guy down south is still on his island, but he doesn't really work on his stuff during this time as well, because I don't know, he just doesn't, I guess. Yeah, he does like snoop around though. I don't know, maybe he just didn't get motivated enough or something to play the game. Like he was on, but he could never do anything on it. So let's see. I don't remember. Jose's out the world. They stole their stuff. I want to say we had to break off the world for a minute because I wouldn't get on. So during that time, I think after that time had happened, I had started the new project, and that was when everyone started getting back on because I was back on. And in that project happened to be a new transportation. Also, this thing over here was made. This is the start of a new era whenever I made that, because I was back on basically. So now my basement. Now I've always wanted, so I already had this going, right? Except I wanted it to be like a secret piston door thing, right, on the ground. I could never get that thing to work. It was stupid. Could never get it to work. But yeah, anyway. I'm back. Anyways, can I go make a change to my house? Yeah, sure. You can join. My little cousin is in the chat. Anyway. So yeah, I can never make a piston thing. but instead I made this piston thing because it was like I wanted one, so now I have this. And this was basically what we had before I made this staircase, which was just this big hole. Yeah, because I can never get the thing to work because redstone updates. So yeah, redstone confusing, blah blah blah. Now we move ahead. I have this basement. This has always been here for a very while. Didn't get to it because this is where I made the banners for everyone. And I had my enchantment stuff in my anvil and whatever. So now we have our transportation, our elevator. Now you're probably wondering, well, what's this big project that you're talking about? Well, it is our underground, you can almost say kind of like a subway, actually. I never thought of that. This is like our subway transportation to getting to our houses a little faster. Now, it's not nearly done, but it does have some transportation. I can get my house from underneath to the other house where the big mansion is at the guy's big farm. So as we move ahead, now this is obviously a lot of digging. This took a lot of work for the people who did work on this, and I just noticed this isn't done. Huh. Was that always like that? I don't remember that. Well, anyway. Move ahead. Take some time because this is a big area. You can see here's our... Oh, did they take everything out? Oh, there it is. Well, we have a lot of resources for that stuff, which this keeps going. I think it ends up stopping though. You can see the end over there. But yeah, so this is the first stop, which is the guy's house. Let's see if he still has the basement. No way. Yeah, well, the blackstone, this right here is not that hard. It just takes a lot of time to get because you just need a whole bunch for that type of stuff. And for the orange blocks down there, I guess it's semi-hard. I never really was the person to work on this stuff. I'd have to go and ask the guy who has the big farm if it took long to get, which I'm sure it did take a lot of effort because he has to go all the way to the red biomes and the green ones or whatever, the bluish green ones. So yeah, I'm sure it was hard to get a lot of that, especially the blackstone though, because it was just a lot. Plus he was converting them to bricks and that took a lot of time. So as you can see, he had this little room right there. And now this now leads to his mansion. And what is this? Seems to go to his I think that goes to the very top. That's cool. So yeah, this is his mansion. So he has a little room for that already made, or a little setup for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's my cousin. Alright, so now we have that project going. And I was like, hey, that was when I got motivated to start working on the mansion. So that was when I made the house. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna start a new project, even though I can't finish the one I was already working on. Yeah, just so many things were happening at once. And I was like, because I can never like stay with just one, which made me do more, which like was sucky. But yeah, so after making a little bit of that, I was like, hey, I'm gonna start a new project. And this was around the time the person that did live over there did get on the world. I think it was once or twice, and they live over there now, like on the very corner of where my house is. And I have my strip club, or it's supposed to be. So this is like the beginning of a new project. It is like nowhere near done. It's barely started. All I have is this right here, and then this right here, which is going to be the first room. But yeah. yeah, so I mean that's that project. It's not super amazing or anything, not flashy right now, at least for now, but yeah, we have that little farm from before, which is the same farm the other person that did live here had. Alright, so let's see. Okay, after starting that project, this is when a lot of stuff went down. We had a war. I had a war between the guy that lived south. Now, this war happened to be right in the middle, right here, Olive right there, and Olive where his house was on that island, which he did wreck and destroy everything, and that was when the other guy that lives there now had like put it back together. So you can get this. I mean, there's still like some like crap there. I was actually gonna make that look pretty, like, you know, have some like spikes or something, make it look like a cool little structure. But this right here was made after the fact that everything was back to normal. So war wasn't that long, but it was there. It happened. So now we have a new project that the guy from south lived. He had decided to move here. It used to be a big white building here, which was the reason why the war had started, because he had made a big building right here. He couldn't finish it. I told him to keep finishing it, but he never finished it. So it was just a big wall without a roof, a big white quartz wall, just right here in the middle of a pathway that I was gonna work on, as you can see. And oh my god, it was, yeah. I think we also I think he fought for a different reason for me, because of something I didn't do. I don't remember if it was because of something putting things in a chest or something. I can't remember what it was. So yeah. Also the stairs is made during this time, I think after the war was the first thing I made, because I was like, hey, I'm gonna make a little thing here because I need to get there faster. I think that's when the tree was also there. I think I made the tree before the war, and then the war had happened. So we also have a fountain. I think the fountain was made, I think it was before Christmas, like before December-ish. So yeah, December of like last year, December. Let's see. So we fought. He decided to make a new project, and that project was a dirt castle that will soon take over our entire ceiling of this area. Yeah. That was our agreement of him to not quit the world and to stop whatever we were doing. Yeah. What a story. I'm gonna take some things out. Take this out. There you go. So yeah, after that war, we stand a roof of dirt. Yeah. Well, let's see. We had after that happened, my friend had joined because I told him about the world a whole bunch of times. He had already been on the world, you know, like day one of that mansion project, but he kind of left after that because I don't know. I never really told him that we were on and stuff, but now he has this, which I really like what he has going, and this was all able. Or this was, what's the word? This like led him to using more of the resources we had. So we had these trees that we got from far away, which is not around here, which I really like. It really makes it the way it is. He decided to go with like a Chinese look right here, and then I think he also wants to make like a I don't think it's a mansion, but a big house. I don't know if it's a mansion or not, but yeah, this is it right here. It's a start. He has these trees going around this mountain, which is really nice. So yeah, hey, there's that building I was talking about that the close friend of mine had started to live at, which is just a big tower, I guess. So you see it, it's right there. So now we're kind of closing close to the present of where we are now. This exists, and now my friend with the big farm decided to lengthen the tunnel. And he wants to connect that with everyone's houses, even my area a little bit more. And my south friend is living up there, and then the friend that took over his island has decided to make his own castle, like a legitimate castle. That castle, I think I have a lot of faith in it. I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's gonna be the best castle in this server. I think it'll be better than the mansion I have, and better than the one that the guy with the farm has. Cause I'll just have to show you. Man, like talking about this is just like, it's amazing, dude. And this happened kinda, I mean, like, we didn't always play the game during those 2 years, but like, man, we did so much during the days that we did get on. So much hours was put into this world. Alright, so now we're in the time that he fixed up this area a little bit. He now lives, his little room over there is over there, and this is his big castle that he'll soon have. And like I said, I have a lot of faith in this project, dude. I think it'll look really good. Just by the way, like, he has this going. Like, I just have a lot of faith in it. That nether portal right there was like our first test of like how the nether portal should be. So that's why there's just a random nether portal. Hopefully you can connect his castle with that though, or something. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so here's his mansion. Or not mansion, castle. It's only the bridge and the start of what it is going, or what it is going to be, will be a castle. So I think that's where we are now. The person with the dinosaurs friend is gone. Is not able to be on the world anymore because of past stuff. We've all moved on from the game. Well, not completely, obviously. I can always ask them to get on, and they might actually say yes, because we're just never on. It's not that common that we're always on, or that I'm on. You got high expectations for it. Yeah, I do. It's just because it's gonna be something really big, and I want that is aghast. Oh, the story behind this. A friend that has traveled far. The guy with the big farm traveled 50, or was it? How many blocks was it? I want to say, was it 10,000 blocks? That way? It's something really big. I don't remember how many blocks it is, but it's very far. And I had made a video for this because I wanted to start making YouTube videos on this world, and during that time we had this huge thing that we wanted to do, because the guy that was traveling around the world had found a woodland mansion, and that mansion was super far. And sorry for the barking. That mansion was super far, and we had to make a video over it. We all had to travel on foot in the overworld, because we didn't have the nether portal over there, so we had to make one over there before we could find out where our nether portal was over here. And I think that's it. I think I've explained it all. Where we are today. Yeah. It was a fun world. It was a world I never imagined it to be, because like I said, this was a hobby. I didn't expect much from it, really. Nowadays I expect so much. Like you said, I have high expectations for a building now, but it's because there's so much that we've been through. Even if all of them weren't always on, or had only been there maybe like a week worth of playing, it's still a lot of memories that we made. We haven't fought the Ender Dragon, which we will end up doing that. I might even do that on stream and then post it on YouTube, which could be a possibility, or just stuff like that, you know. So it's like, it'll be awesome. We got DaBaby over here with his pickaxe. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I could start streaming on this world on Twitch. Hopefully post these on YouTube and get videos rolling, because I think it'll be a nice experience with all of this. I might even post this video on YouTube just to have a long play of what the world was. And there goes my cousin. Yeah, it was very fun. I enjoyed this world a lot, even when times were like rough for me and stuff. It was fun. So I mean, we'll see what the future holds when it comes to videos and streaming and whatnot.